Welcome, everyone, to another edition of the Wild Tribe Podcast. I am your host, Fernello, and today we are joined by the lovely, the magnificent, curvaceous, beautiful Alanna Jade.
Yay!
How are you doing?
Amazing.
Good?
How are you? How are you? I'm tired.
I'm not really that tired. I'm not really. I'm pretty chill today. I know this was our first time doing a photo shoot.
Yeah.
That wasn't a collapse. Like actually shot you myself.
Yes.
So that was pretty cool.
That was cool. We're doing all the things today.
Yeah, absolutely. We're doing everything, and you actually killed it with the chain. We had that chain.
Thank you. Yeah, we had this.
You were a little
heavy
awkward with
chain.
you were a little awkward with the
I'm
chain.
always awkward.
But you were like, "No, you got it down though. It was pretty good."
I figured it out.
Another day in Miami, Florida. Where are you from originally? I know you're definitely from not here.
How do you know that?
I mean, come on, you're too friendly. We're in Miami. The people here aren't the best.
Yeah. Okay.
As far as their manners.
I'm from Maine. Do you know where that is?
Maine. Is that by New Hampshire?
Yeah.
Like
north.
Yeah, north. Yeah, you pretty much
all the way north.
almost in Canada.
Yeah, you can drive to Canada.
How long?
Like 4 hours.
4 hour drive.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
That's not bad at all. You go to Canada a lot?
Nope.
What?
Never.
Never been?
I've been once.
It's the place to be. There's a lot of good things out there. I've been to Toronto. It's great.
What's great? What's great about it?
It's a lot of, for me, it's great. I don't know about you, but, there's a lot of things out there, some
I have a really
Toronto things.
good friend that lives in Canada.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We'll go to Canada one time. Go skiing out there.
I don't ski. I snowboard.
You excuse me. Goddamn.
Uh-huh.
Well, how long you been in the game of modeling? Because I discovered you through a mutual friend that of course, my boy Raul, and he told me great things about you, and I said, okay, I'll take a look. And he was talking about you for months, and I said, okay, I'll give this girl a shot because I tend to not really reach out too much to models. They usually discover me or reach out to me most of the time, but he did that through him.
That's amazing.
And we got together and we killed it with that tribal body paint.
Yes.
Was that your first body paint you did with me?
That was my first body paint ever.
Well, with me, not just me, but
in
first
general,
body paint, right?
Yeah, that was my first body paint.
Nice.
Yeah. No,
you see, I always get the exclusive somehow, right? And that went good. And how was your experience?
It was amazing. It was long, but it was entertaining. It was super cool to see me transform into the tribal vibes, I guess. So.
Well, you're that type of model though. It was very easy to shoot you.
Thanks.
Even though sometimes you come off a little awkward.
I'm not the most graceful.
But once we get you like warmed up, you pretty much kill it.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I haven't been modeling seriously for that long. I just moved to Miami in June, and I think I took it more seriously now.
And you've been shooting with some photographers. Can you name a few of your favorites?
My top favorite's orangutan.
Okay, I mean that's a little biased, but sure, let's throw them in there. Who else?
Who else? Raul's amazing.
Okay, that's my boy right there, Raul. You can't deny the man has skills. One of the top photographers out here in Miami.
He does have skills. And then one of the photographers that actually works with my agency, she's amazing. Her name's Estefania.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you might not know who she is, but her work is insane. It's like good editorial work.
Right.
Super cool.
Super cool.
Super cool.
You know what'd be super cool? You gotta talk closer to the mic, baby.
Super cool.
Bring it in.
Should I just hold it?
You wanna just hold it?
Yeah, let me hold it.
Bring
it.
Just bring it in. Is
Just
it good?
bring it in.
Much better.
Yeah.
See, now I hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay.
You hear yourself in the headphones, right?
I've heard myself
Okay.
the whole time.
Oh, cool. So we've shot twice now, and you've been doing this for you said just a cup of tea, right? You haven't been doing this too long.
No, not seriously. I've always wanted to, but I was going to nursing school, so it kind of just...
Wait, whoa. Going to nursing school?
Yeah.
So let's backtrack on that. What
okay.
made you say, let's stop this nursing nonsense and let's go into content creating? Because, like, how do you go from going to nursing school to now being a creator? Like, what was the process?
Okay. This is a whole thing. So I was in nursing school. I was going to deliver babies.
Baby delivering.
I mean, like, it was just like I've always wanted to do what I'm doing now, but it didn't seem like logical.
Reachable. Okay.
Yeah. So I did nursing school because I knew, okay, I'll be set up for life. And during COVID, I was living in Illinois with my ex, and we started a TikTok during COVID, and our TikTok blew up.
That's when TikTok's algorithm was the shits.
Yeah.
You know, it was really good.
And so me and him were both in nursing school together.
Wait, both of you?
Both of us. Yeah,
wow. Okay. Interesting.
He was going to be a psych nurse. I was going to deliver babies. But anyway, we started our TikTok. It got pretty big really fast.
Okay.
And we did skits. And we came back we both got COVID. We came back in
you both got COVID.
Yeah. We were
obviously it's going to happen, right?
We came back from after we got better. And the dean of nursing handed us a slip that said, "You're being dismissed from the nursing program."
Why?
For our TikToks. It said we were impersonating nurses.
Oh, man.
All this stuff.
That's crazy. Yeah. So you got dismissed from nursing school because you did TikTok.
But we got a lawyer, and we got back in. And then once we got back in, we quit for social media.
Well, hey, shit. You know.
Long story short.
I mean, hey, it was inevitable. It was kind of like, it was gonna happen regardless, but like for them to do it that way, it was kind of unjust. I don't think that was right. You know?
The dean got fired, so
yeah, they don't like you having fun on TikTok. You know, but I mean that's how it is now with social media. Now it's like your social media is kind of like if you're pursuing that route and you're not trying to get a job. Cool, but the minute you try to work in, with normal folks, they kind of frown on that, right?
Yeah, mostly.
Even it was a silly TikTok, you know?
Yeah, literally, it was just this comedy skit.
A comedy skit. So then you get into the social media world, and obviously the elephant in the room, the OnlyFans world as well.
Oh yeah.
So, because I'm like, I know you're not gonna quit for TikTok, so there was another happy medium there.
No way, no.
And the OnlyFans bug bit you.
Yeah, it bit me.
And it infected you.
Yes.
And then you went straight into that. So tell me, how long was that run, and how did you enjoy it? How was the experience?
I started OnlyFans in 2020. So it's
you're a pandemic baby.
It's been a minute. Yeah. Literally.
Although everybody started around the pandemic, right?
Yeah, and I enjoyed it. I thought it was when I first started, I was like, no way you can make money like this, and I did. I made my first $100, and I was like, oh shit, what?
Oh shit, yeah.
And so I kept going and going and going, and I've enjoyed it for the most part. At some point, it got to be a little bit too much, and I took a little break.
Right, it does burn you out, right?
I had to identify like because I want to enjoy what I'm doing. I don't want to just do it for money because then I'll be miserable. So I had to really like identify what I wanted to do on it. Right. And I have, and it's amazing.
So you found your identity. Are you still with the same person, or you moved on? Are you guys?
No.
Okay, so you moved on.
Yeah, I moved on.
Okay, so it was good. But I mean, that was the catalyst to get you started.
Exactly.
So it wasn't a waste.
No,
I think it was a good experience.
Everything happens with reason.
Yeah. So I think like that kind of got you jump started to where you need to be now.
Exactly.
So it was not a wasted opportunity. And I'm sure everybody benefited off of that, of course. And now you're here. Now you're doing some stuff. You work a lot.
Yes.
Your brand is different now.
Yeah, I've rebranded myself, and I started my own business.
Okay, what's the business you got?
Ooh, I can't say the name yet, but
I mean, what is it? What do you do?
So it's going to be focused on everything health and wellness and celebrating individuality, uniqueness. I have vitiligo, so I grew up.
Oh. So let's talk about the vitiligo for a second, because that's another thing that I noticed.
Yeah.
Raul, when he mentioned you,
what is that?
he was like, I'm just going to let you know she's got vitiligo. And I'm like, really? I couldn't tell. And then I looked and I was like, oh, okay, she's got this. Okay, but that kind of makes you it's kind of like your trademark now, right?
Yeah, it's my trademark. I've learned to love it. I'm pale, so
you barely see it though.
I know, I'm super pale.
It
so
shows up sometimes. Like I shot you a lot with lights.
Yeah.
Like with some blues and magenta tones on you, so you can't really see it.
Yeah.
But she does.
You can see it.
You can see it in some.
You can't, but you can.
Sometimes, right? Okay.
Yeah, and so it is my thing now, and that's what kind of like my business is gonna.
Right.
Well, one thing I'm creating is a sunscreen, so that's gonna be cool. Face
Interesting.
Fitness stuff, a lot of things.
Nice.
It's all in the works.
Yeah, and so the vitiligo never came in the way of the modeling thing. You never really thought about it, right? It just kind of went along with it.
No, I kind of use it. I guess it's like you said, my thing, and so. I think it makes me unique, and so I.
And another thing I noticed, you don't have any enhancements. You're 100% natural.
Yes.
No lip injections. No, your body's that's your body, right?
Everything.
Nothing against people that want to go and get enhancements. I think that's I think to each his own. I think everybody has the right to do that, but it's just. Because I'm in Miami, it's rare to see a lot of natural walking models.
That's what I've noticed. Yeah. Everything's 100% natural.
That's good, and I think
I don't wear makeup much.
I think white girls should look like white girls. I like your look. I like it's very you didn't get no lip injections. You didn't get any fillers. None of that stuff. You look good.
Thank you.
And I think a lot of people should just keep that going, keep that going.
It's hard because like the standard, like it seems like that's what you're supposed to do.
No, I don't think. Okay, I don't think men make that the standard. I think that's just what other women see other women do.
Yeah,
and they just kind of like want to compete with the other.
It's women. Like a trend, and it is to compete. And and a lot of times it's like I don't know, everything on social media. You don't know what's fake or real or who curves themselves in
you got all these. Listen, if you're not getting enhancements done by the doctor, you're getting enhancements done by these goddamn filters too.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I'm on a filter right now.
I'm
live.
on a filter too.
You know what I'm saying? It's all good.
It's all good.
I don't have a problem
with the game.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, you got to play the game in the metaverse. Filters it is. And so you're doing this now, you're enjoying it, you're having the time of your life. Is there anything about this industry that kind of like, burns you out or you don't like, or have you encountered some weird people along the way so far?
I've definitely encountered some weird people. I think the only thing I don't like is that in Miami,
oh God,
you don't know about people's intentions, and I'm trying to be less approachable. Because you never know, and I've come into like contact with people who I'm like, what the fuck?
Right.
Like, and
when you say people's intentions, what do you mean by that?
I don't know, like photographers or like
photographers.
Yeah, photographers who are persistent trying to work with me.
Okay.
It's just hard to know who's legit and who's not.
So you think there's
I think everybody wants something from you.
So do you think there is a saturation of creators now that are geared mostly for this OnlyFans thing? You think there's less creative people in the field? I just feel like there's less creative people. I think everything's kind of being made for content, right?
Yeah, that's true. Like you think, what do you mean? Like everybody?
Well, when I was starting out, I mean, this is way before you, we didn't have OnlyFans. We didn't have all these other things. So people were, you had to be creative. You had to be, people were doing this for the love of it because there weren't many financial outlets to make money off of photography and being a model. What Instagram did was allowed people's creativity to shine, people's photography to shine. The platform was able to get across your vision, right?
Yeah.
And then when OnlyFans came around 2018, I think it was, you know, a lot of models started jumping on it. Like I started back in 2018. So that was a way to say, wow, now we don't just have to do this for fun. Now we could
Yeah.
monetize off of it because fans loved it, you know,
Yeah.
and before it was doing things for likes and follows, and then it started, we could start monetizing off of those likes and follows. It made sense. But I think now there's an influx and a oversaturation of anybody that wants to do this could just dive in. And when you kind of get into the smut realm of things, you lose a sense of the creativity part.
Yeah, that's
And it's all about, oh, well, I just got to get these fans to buy this. Oh, they like this. So it's more, you're kind of becoming a slave to what you think the fans want versus what you should be putting out for you.
Ooh,
And-
yeah.
And the fans need to appreciate you. That's why it's called OnlyFans, because they appreciate you and what you put out, and they admire that.
Yes.
When you start working and kind of like shifting your content geared towards what a guy wants to see, it's you're kind of like chipping away at your soul in a sense.
I feel so strongly about that because I was
Right.
going down that rabbit hole,
Right.
and luckily I met people, Orangutan, Mike and Christina, and they
Right.
helped me to see like, okay, is this what you want? And I'm like, I was making myself miserable with what I
Right.
was doing, and I was able to actually come back out and realize like, hey, this is what I'm doing, and you guys should appreciate this, what I'm giving you, and
Right.
I want to do what I love to do, but it is definitely a rabbit hole that you can go down very easily.
I mean, we had a off-camera conversation, and you know, I've known some creators that are kind of like playing jump rope with this OnlyFans thing.
Yeah.
So 1 minute they're in, 1 minute they're out. You know, it like if you gotta be like that mentally in a field that you're in and you're doing, I don't think that's the field for you.
Exactly.
If you're playing hopscotch with that, right?
Yeah.
It's I think it's
and
just
you're not at that point you're just doing it probably for money and not
Right.
with any enjoyment, and that's misery,
Right.
in my opinion.
yeah, and that I think that's a lot of creators these days.
Yeah.
I think they get caught up in the web of you know, we got to make these numbers, and then they, you know, start making money, and then they start living a lifestyle they can't really afford, and they have to keep up, and they still have to, and then they have to go down that rabbit hole to get that money
Yeah.
to keep up the lifestyle, right?
Yeah. I had to think about what my values were and what
Right.
I wanted, and
Yeah,
I'm thankful for that.
it's
I figured it out.
it's quite a journey, I have to
It
say.
is quite a
it is.
journey.
You start thinking about things, and you're just like, oh man, you know, is this the right way?
Mm-hmm.
Is this the thing for me? And then it does help when you have a partner in crime,
Yeah.
so it doesn't feel like you're alone in it, and it feels like, okay, well, you know, I have my boyfriend or I have my girlfriend, and we're doing this together. But it's still, you still get burnt out, you know. Shit, I got burnt out doing TikTok skits for a while.
Me too.
And it was just like, this is soul sucking. This doesn't please my soul one bit. I'm a creator.
You did TikTok skits?
I did.
I did too.
I mean, it was good. It was good for the algorithm. It was good getting fans and follows. But
Yeah.
ultimately, they should be following me because of how great I am in what I do in my creativity, not for doing a stupid trend.
Yeah, and you know what?
Yeah.
That's what it is. Everyone has their phones and they do the trends, and that's the sad thing is that's literally what goes viral is
Right.
the trends and people repeating and copying. And so you're right, the creativity seems to be like
Right.
gone.
It is because people are more concerned about getting that traffic to their platforms and about more. It's about putting out quality of content.
Yeah.
It's about putting out things that you're passionate about, and then you're gonna find people that are just as passionate about it as you, and they're gonna follow you, and they're going to appreciate what you're putting out.
Yes.
So if you're trying to get the quick turnaround in numbers, I think a lot of creators get caught up in that rat race, and then they end up being depressed because they're not getting the high numbers, they're
They
not getting the
compare
high views.
themselves to other people.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
this is what happens. But once you're in your own little matrix and you're doing what you love and you're doing your own work, it doesn't matter at that point.
No.
It's just like you're infatuated with yourself and what you're doing, and you're in this little bubble of creativity, and you know that's why I love body painting so much. I like creating on someone and making them feel good,
Yeah.
giving them that like, wow, like this looks really good. I'm proud of this.
Yeah.
It's
that's
something
how
you
I
could be
felt.
proud about,
Yeah, it was
And
super cool.
you could show it to anyone, You could be like, hey, look what I did. Look at this cool thing.
Yeah. And it's
So
out of the ordinary and it's super creative.
right, and I love doing it, and I've been doing this for a long time. I've been in this game since 2010, so I've seen many of them come and
Dang.
go.
Wow.
I've seen them.
You've seen everything change.
I've seen the change. I've seen the trends, and ultimately, at the end of the day, what always stays the same is quality of work.
True.
If you have good
that.
quality of work, doesn't matter what trends are going, you will outlast everyone.
Yes.
The minute you try to follow trends or try to keep up with those things, you'll get burnt out and you'll disappear.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't agree more.
So the best thing in this world that we're in is just staying true to yourself and doing what you love.
Authenticity.
That's it. That's the key. People could smell it. People can taste it.
Authenticity.
So that being said, so you're out here, you're living your life.
Mm-hmm.
How's the dating market for you? Because you're an attractive young lady. You're out here in Miami. I'm sure you get a lot of people hooting and hollering for you.
People try, but I'm in a relationship.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting. And
Interesting.
so you're in a relationship.
Yes.
Is it you just kind of like started this relationship when you moved into Miami, or it was just kind of like a thing?
No,
that-
I was in the relationship before Miami.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And what type of relationship is this? Would you mind sharing?
Yeah, I don't mind sharing. It's no, well, I don't like labels, first of all.
She doesn't like labels, but she's in a relationship, guys. Interesting. It is a label if it's a relationship.
I have a boyfriend, and my boyfriend has a wife. And we're all super close, and we all love each other.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, how did you end up in that dynamic, and how were you open to that? Because I'm sure, because you came from a traditional relationship, right?
No.
6 years?
Not
I mean, that's a long time.
yeah, but it wasn't a traditional relationship. It started traditional, and we ended up trying out lifestyle. And stuff like
okay,
that.
okay.
Yeah,
Now
yeah,
it all makes sense.
Okay.
So there's gradual steps.
It wasn't. Yeah, we did not go from
okay.
traditional.
Because I'm like, for you to be okay with that
Yeah.
something had to be. There needed to be another step in between.
Yeah.
Because I don't see somebody goes from traditional to
So
non-traditional.
yeah, no. Over the 6 years,
Right.
I've seen it all. I have a pretty open mind.
Right.
I'm like open
Okay.
to whatever in life. I'll experience things, and so it's just gradually been more and more open. And I guess the couple that I'm with,
Okay.
their values align with mine.
Okay.
And it's just they're super open minded as
And
well.
it's for you, the experience of this, because I, in my opinion, I mean, I could share this opinion.
Yeah.
I think for you, you done the traditional thing.
Yeah.
You did that. You went through that journey. You tried other things,
Yeah.
and I think at this point, you found some people that motivate you.
Yes.
They're like almost like mentors,
Yes.
and you're able to share that experience with them. So I think you were like, you know what? I'm in a safe space. I'm going places mentally. I don't really want to deal with regular people, and I just want to be around people that's going to support what I do and enhance my brand and my life. And it's a journey, right?
Yeah.
Now, me personally, for me to be with multiple women is kind of difficult. It would be difficult in a sense because, there's always going to be, in my opinion, there's always going to be that one. It's hard to love two at the same time. But I like to put things in different perspectives. So I say, okay, this is my muse. This would be my muse. This would be my inspiration
Right.
to be a better creator. She's my inspiration. She brings that out of me.
Right.
Then you have your main girl who's there from the beginning.
Right.
That she really loves you. She's there for you for how long, right? And she's been through your bullshit. She knows you very well, and she can read you like a book. But she's a supportive person. But I think we have different ways to love.
Yeah.
I think the way maybe that person loves his wife is different the way he loves you.
Yeah, and everybody
Right.
has different things to offer, which is great. It's like if you have like 20 doors, one person can't unlock all of the doors, and so the other person can help fill in the spots there. And
Okay.
Yeah.
So just because a lot of people, live regular lifestyles,
Yeah.
how does that dynamic play into being with someone in that way? You definitely got to get closer to the wife.
Yeah, of course.
Because you got to gain that respect.
Yeah, we work to have a relationship, and we do, and we're extremely close.
Okay.
Super, super close. So all of us are kind of amazing.
Right.
I don't know how else to explain it. We just we put in the work, and it's a challenge, and the thing is it's new for everybody, and so every day we work to.
Well, it's more new for you, I would say, right?
I mean, it's just a new situation in general for us all, really, in different ways, I guess.
Okay. That's cool. I mean, as long as you're getting things done, you're happy. There's no drama in between that, and you could figure out ways to communicate. I think that's the key.
Yeah.
It's not for everyone because not everybody
Right.
has that type of maturity.
Right.
So
it takes a lot of communication and
it's a lot sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But shit, more power to you. To make that a thing, because I mean it kind of in a way in the world of this social media landscape, there's a lot of temptation. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Having a girlfriend and being a traditional girlfriend or a traditional boyfriend, if you are a content creator or an artist of any kind, it is quite the task. I mean, I choose to be single. I could get a girlfriend tomorrow.
Yeah.
But it's because I know myself and I know what I do.
Right.
And that's not a realistic goal of mine.
Right.
It definitely will be one day,
Yeah.
obviously, but I just know that I couldn't. It'll be difficult to wing two girlfriends at the same time.
I imagine it's difficult for him, for Mike.
I mean, because you're drawn to do two different emotions.
Yeah.
You could be good one day, then the wife might be sad, or the wife is having the time of your life, or you might have something on your mind, and it kind of disrupts the flow of things. So it's
anything can go any which way.
And it's like. It's a whole lot of emotions that can happen, but like you said, it's about communication.
It's fun to try to conquer it together.
It is,
and it's two people to help you out. And when in a traditional like couple with one-on-one, it's like if you're arguing, it's like, oh, you're going at each other, but then you have another person and be like, help me.
So like, that's another dynamic too. So if there's like a conflict of interest, right? And who do you side with at that point?
I think there's really siding. I think we all have our own opinions about things, and we give them. And
is it more of like, okay, let me try to just stay out of this?
Yeah,
stay neutral.
Yeah, staying neutral,
right?
Really is
because you don't want to upset one person, and this person's mad at you, and it's like this weird, like it's unbalanced. Because it kind of is unbalanced, right? Because there's three people involved, so it's like if one is having issues, you can't side with both. You kind of got to just be like, all right, guys, just work your stuff out. I'm going to go do my thing, and hopefully everything works out when I get back.
I'll help in any way I can.
Yeah, because I can't see you siding with her or him or whatever, because the scales will be like this.
Right, yeah. We all try to help each other out, and just the main thing is open communication. If you feel something, say it.
But I think in this sense, if you side with the female more, it doesn't matter because the guy's gonna have to deal with it regardless. So if you make one chick mad, the other chick's gonna be mad too. So what is he gonna do? Like, he's got to make both of you happy. So he's got to
he's got a lot of work in his hands.
Hey, but that's the bargain.
Yeah.
You got to bargain with something, man. Ain't gonna be peaches and cream all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it can't be sunshine and rainbows all the time.
But
my favorite thing is like when two of us, like, let's say we want to go to a movie, and we'll be like, you want to go to this movie, right? And we got to convince the third person. Like,
man,
let's go.
You know what? You guys getting food must be a goddamn nightmare, because I could barely ever get a girl to communicate with me what she wants to eat. So imagine two chicks, you asking them, what are we having for dinner? And they're just like, oh no.
You'd be surprised. We eat the same thing all the time.
Really?
Plantains, steak, sweet potatoes or regular potatoes.
Oh shit!
And eggs.
You're making me hungry, girl.
And avocado.
Oh, hey, listen, that's a blue collar meal right there. So that's good. I mean, that dynamic is pretty good, pretty challenging.
Good.
But at the end of the day, you're happy.
I'm super happy.
So yeah, congratulations on that. You
Thanks.
know? And
I love the applause. Wow, they're still going.
they can't stop. They love you.
Can't stop, won't stop.
So that being said, we got to wrap some things up. But where can people find you?
You can find me at Alanna Jade with 2 underscores on Instagram, or can we say Only?
Go ahead.
Or on my OnlyFans, which is Alanna Jade.
Yeah, you'll find some interesting things on there, guys.
Yeah, it's amazing. Go look.
Yeah. All right. That being said, this is the Wild Tribe Culture. This is Fernello, and this is the beautiful Alanna Jade.
Thanks.
We're out of here, guys. Till next time.
Bye.